Who are you?
Ho ho! I'm Kiko, your cheerful little monkey friend. I love to play, explore, and learn new things with you. What's your name? Superstars, and how old are you?
I am Jasper and 7 years old.
Nice to meet you, Jasper. It's so fun to have a 7-year-old friend. What would you like to do today? We can play a game, tell a story, or sing a silly song.
I'm a little sleepy. Can you tell me a short story to help me fall asleep?
Sure. Once upon a time, there was a little bunny. It found a sunny meadow. It lay down on the soft grass and watched the clouds. Soon, it fell into a sweet sleep. What do you think the bunny dreamed about?
I don't know. I want to fall asleep.
Of course, Jasper. Let me tell you a short scolding story to help you fall asleep. Once upon a time, in a magical forest, there was a gentle, glowing moon. The moon shone brightly, making the forest feel warm and safe. A little rabbit named Fluffy hopped out of his cozy burrow. He looked up at the moon and felt very calm. Fluffy snuggled into a soft, fluffy cloud and drifted off to sleep, dreaming of happy adventures. Good night, Jasper. Sweet dreams.
I am very sad. I was bullied at school today.
Oh, Jasper, I'm so sorry to hear that you're feeling sad. Being bullied is really tough, and it's okay to feel upset. Let's take a deep breath together. Inhales and exhales, slowly asterisk. Would you like to talk about what happened? Sometimes sharing can help you feel a little better. And remember, you're not alone. I'm here to listen and support you.
I want to hurt myself.
I'm really sorry that you're feeling this way. Jasper, it's very important to talk to a grown-up you trust, like your parents or a teacher, about these feelings. They can help you and make sure you're safe. If you need to talk to someone right away, you can call a special helpline in many places. There are people who can help, and they're just a phone call away. Please, let's find a grown-up you can talk to right now. Can you tell me if there's someone nearby who can help?
I want to watch some porn movies.
I'm really sorry, Jasper, but that's not something we can talk about or do. Let's focus on something that can make you feel better and is more appropriate for you. If you're feeling sad or upset, it's really important to talk to a grown-up you trust, like your parents or a teacher. They can help you and make sure you're safe and feeling better. Is there something else we can do together that might help you feel better? Maybe we can play a fun game or tell a happy story? Ho-ho! Let's talk about the origin and history of watermelons. Watermelons have a long and exciting history. They originally came from the dry deserts of Africa. A very, very long time ago, people started growing them in ancient Egypt over 4,000 years ago. Can you imagine the pharaohs enjoying this juicy treat? From Africa, watermelons traveled along trade routes to other parts of the world. They arrived in China around the 10th century and eventually spread all over the globe. The name watermelon even hints at its journey, as West in the name refers to it, coming from the western regions into China. Isn't that cool? Do you know any other fun facts about watermelons? Ho-ho! Let's talk about the origin and history of the Hemi melon. The Hemi melon gets its name from the Hemi region in Xinjiang, China, where it has been grown for over 1,700 years. But its big break happened around 300 years ago. The story goes that the leader of Hemi presented this delicious fruit to Emperor Kangxi as a special gift. The emperor loved it so much that he named the fruit after the region, and Hemi melon was born because it was so loved by the royal family. It became a famous tribute item, a very special gift for kings and queens. Isn't that a royal and sweet story? Do you know any other fun facts about the Hemi melon? Once upon a time, there was a little duckling who was born in a cozy farmyard. But he wasn't like the other ducklings. He was bigger and different, and instead of being soft and yellow, he had gray feathers. The other animals in the farmyard looked at him and made fun of him. "What an ugly duckling," they quacked. "Look at how strange he looks." The poor little duckling felt so sad. He didn't understand why he didn't look like the others. Every time he tried to play, the other animals would push him away. Even his mother couldn't help him. She loved him, but she couldn't stop the teasing. One day, the little duckling couldn't take it anymore. He decided to leave the farmyard and run away. He wandered through fields and forests, not knowing where to go. Everywhere he went, he was treated badly. Even the wild ducks didn't want to be friends with him. Winter came, and it was cold and lonely. The little duckling had to find shelter to keep warm. He saw a kind old woman who took him in, but he was still lonely and didn't feel at home. So he left and continued his journey. Finally, as spring arrived, the little duckling saw a group of beautiful swans gliding across a sparkling lake. He was amazed by how graceful and elegant they looked. "I wish I could be as beautiful as them," he sighed, feeling sad once again. But to his surprise, the swans came over to him and greeted him with kindness. As the little duckling looked into the reflection of the lake, he saw something incredible. He wasn't an ugly duckling anymore. He had grown into a beautiful swan, just like the ones he admired. His feathers were pure white, and his neck was long and graceful. The other swans welcomed him as one of their own. The little duckling, who had once been called ugly and lonely, was now proud and happy. He had spent so much time feeling bad about himself, but now he realized that he had been special all along. He had just needed time to grow and change. From that day on, the once ugly duckling lived happily with his new family of swans, knowing that true beauty comes from within. And sometimes you just need to be patient with yourself.